Thank you for joining. Now, on the SCM Genius Network is a platform, right, that businesses of all sizes can get access to unlimited procurement and supply chain experts, either for project-specific reasons, contingent work, or even daily support. So at the intersection of the business, which perhaps I'm going to discuss in a bit, um, everything we do centered around the procurement and supply chain experts, the professionals, you guys, we see you as the enablers of this particular platform. We cannot achieve anything without getting you know, the experts on board. And that is why we're having this conversation with you, to be able to educate you, to enlighten you about the potentials of the SCM Genius Network and the impact that you can make as procurement and supply chain experts. And again, businesses who are individual, businesses or enterprise organizations that are looking for supply chain or subject matter experts for projects, for specific pieces of work or even daily support as it might be required. So this is just a mere idea about what SCM Genius Network is and what you should expect from this particular platform. In specific terms, is a dynamic marketplace for procurement and supply chain solutions. We are basically powered by AI. We have done a lot of AI integration, right from the process of creating projects to seamless matchmaking and many functionalities and enablers that are going to be on our platform. We seamlessly adopt an outcome-based approach. And this is very important for me to specifically explain what that means for you as an expert. So traditionally, when businesses are looking for subject matter experts, what they do is to engage consultants or consultancy firms, or to engage what we normally call in the United Kingdom, contractors, to support them on interim basis or things like that. So with the SCM Genius Network, our focus is not to create another consultancy business, right? Or to create a platform for hiring consultants, right? That eventually you follow the traditional process of getting them on board, consultant or contractors hiring, charging daily rate and stuff like that. So our focus is on outcome basis, right? It's about result oriented. You have a pieces of work, you have a project, you have a milestones, you actually categorize the project into different outcomes, right? So experts will be able to support your business based on the milestone or the outcome that is expected. So as you can see, this is a bit more you know driven by value or creating a specific outcome to the business. And perhaps our goal is about empowering experts in procurement and supply chain to monetize their skills. I believe most of us here are using, in some ways, some of these platforms that were able to create unique and huge economic impact to our life. Platforms like Uber, other platforms that give creative minds, individuals that have the time to monetize whatever they are good at. So for us, we are bringing this concept into procurement and supply chain management, where experts who hold some level of expertise, skills that are in demand, will be able to monetize their skills and make some earnings from whatever they have. But it's about creating tangible impact, right? Once you have some, I've met individuals that are working in different sectors, let's say public sector, but they have passion for the energy sector, or they have passion for manufacturing, and they have some skills, transferable skills and expertise that may be quite unique and useful to businesses that are in their need of these skills. within other sectors, just like what I have highlighted earlier. So it's about also making impact, working on projects, on side project that you are passionate about. So we are creating that enabling environment through our platform. Of course, to us, it's about collaborating with clients across industries, therefore supporting their businesses. These businesses could be as simple as startups, to enterprise or public sector organizations. See us as a big umbrella that is revolutionizing operational efficiency by providing on-demand access to expertise and transforming businesses and their operations. Now, this is really interesting. It's a model that we've crafted carefully in order to see where SCM Genius Network sits within the overall both technology impacts, and of course, what the community will benefit from. So the intersections that we have here is about, technology and expertise. So we are bringing that together, utilizing advanced technologies, innovative technologies to connect businesses with procurement and supply chain expert on project basis. But importantly, like I said, this is on an on-demand model, which is basically you don't have to go into a long contract or full-time engagement. Is about offering on-demand access to a diverse pool of experts that will enable businesses to find the right expertise whenever they need it. So as you can see how amazing that is. And again, we believe in the community, and that's why we're having this conversation. And we'll have many, many of these kind of events to bring together experts, right? To create that awareness, right? To create that synergy, to create that umbrella where we can collectively, collaborate and ensure that we can create unique value. It's about value proposition. What value can we bring to businesses? We have to rely on the expert to do that. We cannot do it just by having a technology. So community collaboration is absolutely important, and that's why for us it's about fostering a vibrant community where professionals like you can collaborate, share knowledge, and drive innovation in the fields of procurement and supply chain management. And we are just doing that. Impact and efficiency is another very important segment or intersection of SCM Genius Network. And this is about driving impact by empowering professionals to monetize their skills and provide businesses with efficient solution to their procurement and supply chain needs. So really, for me, this is personal. This is really something that I have experienced in my career. I was fortunate to work in about 3 different continents in Africa, Middle East, and in the UK. And I've seen increasingly where, some of this expertise or skills or expertise that we're talking about could actually be domiciled in a particular region, and then other regions are in their need of that. So really is about creating that umbrella and platform where businesses can thrive with SCM Genius Network. And again, this is also very important metrics that we believe. I believe most of the procurement guys were quite familiar with the Krajic model. So this is also little bit more defined and looking at how SCM Genius Network fit in, particularly within 2 segments, which is the strategic importance to the business and the dynamics and complexity of expertise. Now think about SCM Genius Network as a powerful tool to assess strategic expertise, right? So this is things like you're looking for subject matter expert, you have a complex transaction, you have no idea how to source it for a particular technology, and this expertise or professionals or skills that are required are not available within your team. So SCM Genius Network gives access to experts with high strategic importance to procurement and supply chain functions. And these experts offer insight and guidance on complex strategic decisions, helping organizations align with strategic or supply chain strategies. But importantly, this is very important for me to highlight, which is efficient management and complex task. So for us, the intersection here is about NatQuest positioning. And if you go back to the quadrants of the Krajic quadrants, you look at, we are talking about strategic leverage, routine, and bottleneck. So we fit in because in every segment of the business, there are things that whether you don't have the ability, whether the team is overwhelmed, whether the subject matter expertise is not there. So you can always leverage on SCM Genius Network as an extension of your team, right? You just get the right expertise, the right resources whenever you need it. So it's like clicking onto or going into Amazon or some of these e-commerce platform and then get things done as quick as possible. Enhanced decision making. We believe companies that have access to SCM Genius Network can make informed decisions by consulting with experts who understand the dynamics nature of complexity of procurement and supply chain operations. And I believe you will all agree with me as an expert, professionals in procurement and supply chain, that these experts could provide valuable insight and recommendation, enabling organizations to mitigate risk and capitalize on opportunity effectively. And this is one of the most important skills or things that everyday procurement and supply chain professional must provide to their stakeholders. Agile response to industry changes. Things are changing rapidly, right? Especially with technology, So access to diverse pool of experts instead of putting a lot of resources to, yes, you have to train your staff, you have to equip them with the necessary skills, but staff retention or expert retention is very difficult. We are living in a very evolving world. Some of this may not have that immediate opportunity to do that. So you can always leverage on SCM Genius Network for an agile response to industry changes by getting the right expertise at the right time to get the best and innovative solution and best practice, ensuring that you remain competitive. That's quite huge. Now, this is really important. I don't know if any one of you has managed to look at this article from McKinsey and Company, one of the reputable organizations. They have actually put together a guide for CPOs, Chief Procurement Officers and Chief Supply Chain Officers, on how procurement and supply chain organization is evolving. And that's really interesting. When actually I saw this particular article, I was really fascinated by the outcome because this sits within what we managed to develop by creating an agile pools of experts where organizations can actually tap into. So according to McKinsey, is about, organizations are going to evolve, or procurement is going to evolve into these three models, where you can have strategic buying, fully automated operation, and agile tools, which is the integration of, as you can see here, category teams are complemented by an agile on-demand pool of specialists. So really, this is really important. So NatQuest sits within enabling organizations to have access to pool of experts in a very efficient and effective way. Benefit of SCM Genius Network is about access to expertise on demand, unlimited access to better procurement, particularly for businesses, automated project and work creation, project management capability to monitor and track delivery of projects. But of course, we utilize shared economic principle, meaning anywhere you are on earth, as far as you have internet access and you are willing to, you can have access to our platform and you can support businesses from all parts of the world. I think this is, I will not deviate or talk more about this, but it's about some of the key expertise that you can find, or we are looking for experts, we're in their need of experts that have skills, expertise, and understanding of how this is quite critical. But importantly, we are interested in individuals that can solve complex problems, consistency, execution, and effective management, as well as being tech savvy. That's very, very important because we are in a rapid environment. So outcome is about outcome, result, and efficiency. So that's absolutely important. Um, this is what you get as an expert. I will not talk about the business side, but again, this is also important. As an expert, you have unlimited access to project, unlimited access to verified client, quick and easy payment where you can integrate with Strive. Again, matching algorithm, there is also a chat function where you can share files, arrange meetings and all of that, project dashboard, SCM Genius community, and of course, we have professional development and training as well as webinar, just like what we are having to bring the community together. Absolutely. So why you should join SCM Genius Network as an expert? We are really interested in individuals, within the procurement and supply chain professions that have proven expertise in procurement and supply chain management, hands-on experience in various industries of at least 4 years, relevant certifications such as CSM, CSCP, and SIPs and all other relevant, including all of contract and commerce, advanced degrees or specialized trainings. Remember, we are not just restricting individuals with masters or PhD, or we're interested in skills, outcomes, and what you can deliver. Industry recognition award for excellence are absolutely important, vital. It shows your leadership and capability, strong professional network, and reference from reputable organizations. These are absolutely important because we have sections where you can demonstrate that, and that will increase your chances of matching you with projects that are quite relevant to you. So technically, our business model, sign off to SCM Genius Network is absolutely free. However, we have a platform fee of up to 15%, which is charged on project delivered. So for example, if you deliver a project of, say, £40,000 in 1 month, so NatQuest will take 15% platform fee for the project that you have delivered. Otherwise, there is no hidden charges or anything. You get your funds once you deliver the project.